Good evening, SOBs, and welcome back to the year 1981. Tonight, we present to you another installment of our old school dungeon crawl game using the phenomenal Old School Essentials by Gavin Norman. We are playing THAC0 Tuesdays tonight, and just to make it super authentic, I invited my three friends who would be most like the type of group that I would be sitting around a basement with when I'm 13 years old. These are guys that I've played so many games with off stream. They're all here tonight. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that real old school vibe when you watch tonight's show, especially because some of us are quite old, and I think that at least one of us may have actually played BX Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. So I'm so glad you're here. We've been playing through a classic module by Gary Gygax, the Keep on the Borderlands. Of course, I have retitled it because we have a loose setting for our old school game called the Far Seas, the Isles of the Far Seas. So this is the fort on the Far Seas, and let's find out who is going to explore it. He is my right hand, and I feel like that's insulting. He's not my right hand. He's the wind beneath my wings. That's what I meant to say. Usually the secret game master here on the Stream of Blood. Let's call him in now and find out if his new character has more than one hit point. Welcome, Clint Trucks, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, do you think right hand, saying someone is your right hand, is sort of insulting?
No, I think I'm very much like your right hand. If you sit on me for long enough, I feel like someone else.
Right. Okay. Very good. And we won't go into the next part of what people usually say they do after that. How are you, friend?
I'm well, Jared. I've been looking forward to this. Having learned the lesson of losing 3 characters last session, I'm holding on lightly. I've made a character and given it 0 thought.
Yeah, hold on loosely. Is that a song?
Don't let go.
Don't let go.
Okay, it's less of a song the longer we continue this bit.
It's an era appropriate song. Clinton Trucks, tell us about your character this time.
A dwarf, decided on because the dice told me that the stats lead most closely to the prerequisites for being a dwarf, named Borple von Booplesby. But if the chat prefers Boople von Borplesby, I will switch it on the fly.
Borple von Booplesby.
Or Boople von Borplesby, as the chat prefers.
Okay. Well, that's going to get confusing. But I'll also say that Clinton Trucks has informed me that his dinner. So in the time-honored tradition of trying to play Dungeons and Dragons games with people, Clinton Trucks' dinner will be arriving in the middle of the stream. You only get professional grade streams from us, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to really give you that playing Dungeons and Dragons at home with your friends feeling. So Clinton Trucks' dinner will be arriving soon. Here's how I'm going to make that fun. If anybody in the chat can guess what he's having for dinner, the first one to say it gets a subscription. If they already have it, they just get to, I don't know, lord it over others. I don't know. I'll figure out some kind of reward. We've been on for 20 minutes. I haven't brought in the other people. Let's bring in our next player. This guy, he has a podcast called Factually that you should check out. You may have seen him as the host and creator of Adam Ruins Everything. And he's got an extraordinarily long lifespan for someone in one of these old school games. His character. Let's bring him in now. Adam Conover.
Hello, High Prince Fffilbrth will never die. He is immortal.
That's right.
They are immortal in this world.
They live for thousands of years. They don't die. They go back to the West.
And it takes them thousands of sessions to reach level 2.
Well, okay, so did you add the 125 XP I gave you for slaying that ogre?
I don't remember. I'm going to add it because maybe I didn't.
So how many XP do you need to get High Prince Fffilbrth up to the next level?
I have 539 written on my sheet, and it says and that's after 2 sessions, and it says next level at 4,000.
Wow, I guess we're playing real D&D, not the soft D&D of Gen Xers and Gen Z. We're playing. Well, this is Gen X D&D. We're not playing millennial Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, this is for this. You don't just get a trophy for participating. Everybody, you got to work.
Sorry, Zoomers. This isn't one of those modules that's levels 1 through 12.
Yeah, why don't you go take your poppers and dance in your raves, because this is going to be a little tougher. The only advice I can give you, my friend Adam Conover, whom I have played thousands of games with, is I guess you guys better find a lot of gold. How much do you need, you say?
I need another 3,500, but I am going to add the 125 for the ogre because I don't remember if I did it, and hopefully you won't hold that against me.
I'm not going to hold it against you. That sounds right. Let me bring in our third player. This guy, I've played so many games with him. He is our secret game master here on the Stream of Blood, making his stream debut as a player. Everybody, please welcome Brian Baldinger.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome, Brian.
Glad to be here.
What kind of a character do you have tonight? Tell us about the character.
I got a cleric, similarly to Clint, because the dice told me I had a cleric, and his name is Gregathy Gregors.
Gregathy Gregors.
Yes, he's an innocent young man who really believes in Enkidu and the good he can do, and so he just took his armor and his mace and his holy symbol, and he walked into town ready to change the world for the better.
Perfect.
What I gotta say about all three of these characters is you can tell from their names how long they're gonna live.
This he's gonna be just fine. He's got his 5 hit points. He doesn't have any food at all.
Is it the longer the name, the shorter the lifespan, Adam? Is that the rule?
The more half-ass, the more acidly you make your name, the longer you think your character is gonna live. And these are characters who their names are written on tissue paper to be wadded up and thrown in the trash.
The character sheets are on tissue paper, absolutely.
I'll say High Prince Fffilbrth is one of my favorite names of a D&D character in a long time. I love it.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of work into it.
Yes. Well, look, just in case anybody's tuning in for the first time and doesn't know what we're talking about, all this fatality. So in these games, you rolled your stats. Sometimes we've rolled characters with quite poor stats, including, I mentioned, Clint rolled a character with 1 HP. So at level 1 in BX Dungeons and Dragons at BX Dungeon Crawl, that's kind of where you stand. You don't have any special abilities, really. I mean, you do if you're a thief, but I mean, what does the elf start with? 1 spell and infravision, right? Basically.
Yes, and he can listen at doors.
Yes, he's a little.
A level 1 elf is better than everything else, which is why it takes 4,000 XP.
But I'm taking the sweatshirt off, guys. But let's talk about this though. It's listen at doors. Do you have a 1 in 6 chance of listening at doors, or a 2 in 6?
A 2 in 6 chance of hearing something at a door.
Yes, but so that means you roll a die, and we've decided is if you roll a 5 or a 6, right? You have successfully listened at the door. A couple characters have powers like that. The cleric, I didn't realize this even, starts with no spells at this at first level.
No spells.
Because he's a battle cleric.
Right. By the way,
I can turn undead. Maybe.
Chat, how am I sounding tonight? We've been having issues with our audio. Does everything sound copacetic before we get rolling here? I think people would be complaining already if I didn't. Better.
I see.
Good.
Better. All right.
Great.
Good.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So then let's start playing, guys. Let's start playing. And in the time-honored tradition of old school Dungeons and Dragons, I'm not even going to tell you, what the story so far is or how you got here. We're just going to drop you down in front of our setting, the fort on the far seas. And I'll do that by sharing this. I'll share, this is the outdoors here. So there's the fort. Do you see where I'm pointing right there?
Yeah.
And then if you come down this path, and you head to the east. That's where you guys reach the Caves of Chaos. But I just want to remind everybody that the fort is, if you go this way, if you go west, you head back to the shore where likely Gregathy's ship docked only a few nights ago, and he has since met up with fellow adventurers, fellow soldiers of fortune, Boople, Borplesby, and High Prince Fffilbrth, and they're here to make their fortune. They're here to make a difference. They're here to perhaps settle their own keep in these lands. But look how wild they are. Look at all that forest. It's just, oh my God!
Sure?
Look, it's still going. Oh, okay.
The humanity.
Are you sure a mech warrior isn't about to stride over the hill?
Right.
What about that one clearing? There's like one little spot where there's one little tree and the rest are huge.
Well, maybe. So I'm going to say that you guys are standing right here outside the keep right now, taking in the beautiful, lush scenery, the swamp over here, the beautiful burbling river. Oh, the breeze is hitting you in the face. It feels refreshing. What a green, verdant, virgin land you've traveled to. Why is Adam laughing so hard?
I think it's really funny.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you're evoking.
You're selling it, Jared.
Evoking a beautiful magical land and roasting your own map. That's what it sounds really funny.
Well, there's the map, and I can bring it up again if people have questions or want to look around in this area. But let me know. I mean, you can even go back into the keep right now and ask people for. There's always rumors. There's Bodo, the tavern keep, who has a very long backstory. Nobody has asked him about yet, which, it's there if anybody wants to examine it. I just want to say there is also adventure in the keep. So if people wanted to go in there and run around for a while, they're welcome to. But then again, you also know the way to the Caves of Chaos.
So someone last time mentioned a magic wand.
Yes.
That was a rumor.
There's a rumor of a magic wand. So High Prince Fffilbrth, he has a weekly magic lesson, does he not?
He does.
He's going to go to his weekly magic lesson, and he's going to ask at that lesson as well about the magic wand.
Oh, very good. Well, his weekly magic lesson is with Chickpea, who is normally played by Allison Hayslip, and she is also level 1, so she doesn't know anything about a magic wand. However, she does tick another box on your 4 square clock of learning read magic. And so there you go.
In 4 adventures.
4 more adventures. You'll be able to read.
No. And 2 more.
Two more. The most basic spell. I'll be able to read other magic spells.
I don't even think that's how getting new spells works. But we're just importing something from Blades in the Dark.
Jared.
Yes.
Should Alice never come back? Is it possible that this is a spell exchange and she is learning sleep, Adam's only spell, on the same clock?
That's what we said last time, was that I was also teaching her sleep.
Yes. You know what, guys? Yes.
And
Grace.
And you're welcome.
Praise be to Jared.
Yeah. I am a merciful and loving God.
I gotta remember that if we ask Allison to come back next time, to tell her, and your character is gonna have sleep now. So just so you know,
it is a when we ask Allison to come back, because
of course
we're happy to have her anytime.
Yes, of course.
Spell.
Sleep
and
is
she gets sleep.
Spell.
It is. It's way overpowered.
It's the perfect spell to start with.
It is in fact the only spell that's worth anything. You can either do 1d6 of damage 1 time per adventure with magic missile, or you can nope your way out of a whole combat encounter.
Yeah, sneak up to everybody and execute them in their sleep.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the amount of HP hit dice they have, actually.
Right.
Okay. So, gentlemen. Yes, of course. So, High Prince Fffilbrth, you have finished your magic lesson, and you walk out of the common room of the Traveler's Rest Inn, and then you walk out of the keep and down the hill a little bit, and then we are where I said we started, out with the breeze blowing in your face, looking out over the burbling river beside your 2 companions, Boople and Gregathy.
Great. What do you guys want to do? Hey, nice to meet you, Gregathy. You're welcome to come to the caves. Anyone who wants can come to the caves. It's our favorite hobby, and we love to share it. So it was nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, kind Sir Elf. I'm just looking for something to do. They told me at my village that they would have a job for me at the temple, and they did not. And I literally don't know what to do. So thank you.
Wait,
Well, you can smash some goblins with that mace of yours.
That I think I know how to do.
Rumors in the tavern are those who venture out to the caves with you rarely return.
Oh, yes. In fact, every companion I've ever had has about 2/3 of them have perished in the caves. One was smashed by an ogre. Another one tried to pole vault over the corpse of the ogre and hit the ceiling and died. And one guy was dead before we even met him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Never fear. And Endiku will surely protect us. And I hold up my holy symbol. And I'm like,
wow, what a great cleric. You don't even know your god's name. It's Enkidu.
Enkidu. That's what I said. I said Enkidu.
You said Indiku, I think. Or
Ryan did, but Reggie
That's right.
said Enkidu because he knows.
Regathy would never get this wrong.
He would never get this wrong. Who cares?
Well, Enkidu will vouchsafe you and protect you. And just to let people know, the reason that Enkidu is the god, the legendary Babylonian wild man from the Epic of Gilgamesh is the god here. It's because we're kind of using the deities and demigods model of just borrowing gods from real history or gods from Michael Moorcock or Fritz Leiber books for our game. Although last time Josephine just picked Cyric because she wanted a god from the Forgotten Realms, and she picked a really cool one, and that's allowed too. You can pick literally any god that you want. And Enkidu, though, has been chosen to be the religion that comes out here because being a wild man, why he's all about kind of existing peacefully out in the edges of civilization. He would be the faith that would come first out here to the far seas. And so you stand, again, in the time-honored tradition of role-playing characters everywhere, kind of stand talking to each other about what you want to do for a while, and then I make a wilderness encounter check.
We could have done this inside.
Yeah, we just decided to dive exposure or wandering monster while making our decisions.
Yeah. I mean, you can do something else while I get it rolling.
I mean, I would like to ask around the town about the wand at some point, but I suppose we gotta wait for this.
Is that
nothing yet? Nothing yet.
Okay.
Just birds in the distance. Something off in the swamp going.
That's called a duck, Jared.
Okay.
So I'm not spec'd for town adventure, but I'm here for it. Are we going to go ask about the various rumors we've heard? I'm happy.
I'd love to go. Yeah, I'd love to ask about the wand rumor.
Yeah,
if that's okay.
Who's wand?
Good. Very good. And then
High Prince Fffilbrth is very high-handed. He's just going to wander through the town going, has anybody heard about a magic wand? Just shouting in the street.
Okay. So you come here into the old keep, and you can see that the entrance is over on the far right side or eastern side there, and you kind of come around the stables and the warehouses there. You go past some the bank and some private apartments, and there on the southern the southwestern side where you see that little circle, that's a fountain, and there's the Travelers Rest Inn and where people set up market stalls, including Traven Gorm, the 10-foot pole salesman, who's out there again today going, 10-foot poles, 10-foot poles, cut to measure. Why, the poles have more feet than you've got hit points. 10-foot poles. I borrowed that joke from one of our great Discord people whose name I forget right at this moment. So there you go. You're inside the keep, and you can go wherever you want. You know that the north side is dominated by the keep proper with high walls, and the Castellan, the governor of this colony, lives in there. And there's also the Temple of Enkidu, which is up along the walls of the keep. if you'd like to go.
A quick bit of housekeeping. Traven Gorn has reminded me that, Adam, when you pilfered my pockets when I died back in the caves, you'd have gotten a thing called a Dunaday key, which was given to Cinder by Traven Gorn.
A Dunaday key.
Since he didn't pilfer the pockets of Cinder, he didn't get it. It's sitting there in the cave somewhere.
Oh dear.
I didn't pilfer the pockets, I don't think.
No, you didn't. You had to run out. The Dunaday, and what is that? Well, that's one of the loose things in our setting. It is said that the gods first created the civilized races here in the far isles of the far seas, and that somewhere here on the Isle of the Sword still dwell the Dunaday, the first tribes of the civilized races. The first elves, the first halflings, the first dwarves, and first humans, and maybe other civilized peoples, but who would be very different from the ones you know.
The gods' failed experiments.
Well, then there are also the monsters that are sometimes referred to as the gods' failed experiments.
So, Gregathy, you know that temple there. That's your people.
Yes.
You think they know about the magic wand?
We can try. We can ask.
Go get me in.
Okay.
We'll ask about the wand.
We'll go up to the temple.
Very good.
If you're going to get quests, you want to go to the keep and the temple. That's where the quest givers always live.
So you go to the temple, and inside the temple, the curate is currently there. The curate is the priest of Enkidu that dwelleth here. And he is kind of a plump man with kind of red cheeks and a happy look on his face, and he says, "Welcome, welcome, hello,
hello, Your Holiness.
Hello, novice. Yes,
it's nice to see you again. I have some friends here that I'd like to introduce you to, that we were hoping we might ask you some questions of a man of your learned stature might be able to address."
Of course. Please feel free.
I'd like to present to you the High Prince Fffilbrth of the Elven people, and this is Borple von Booplesby.
Of the Booples, of the Borplesbys. And the Booplesby. They intermarried.
May Enkidu be at your side, thrashing with his claws against all that threatens you. I am Curate Ubaratu. Hello.
Hey there, Curate. Have you heard about I heard about a magic wand somewhere around here?
A magic wand? I can't say, as I have. Rumored to be somewhere out in those caves, no doubt.
Yeah, that was the rumor. So you have heard the rumor.
Well, I'm simply guessing. Many, many magical treasures are said to exist in the caves. Yes.
Have you heard about a group of people called the Masters in the cave?
The Masters? No, I'm afraid not. My only master is Enkidu. Enkidu, brave frontiersman.
I had to.
What a freak. It's just like Google Translate. What a fucking letdown. It better be. The Masters are probably what the goblins called those weird shadowy. I tell them all about the weird shadowy figures above the goblin den that I'm the boss of the goblins of, that we didn't go into. I don't know if you guys remember that, but.
Are you planning on going into the caves in order to find this wand?
Every day, dude. That's what we do. But he says it in like an elf way.
Well, I wish you good luck. If I can ever give you any healing, I'd be happy to help with that.
Is there anything that we should be on the lookouts for in the cave?
Yeah. Or Curate, perhaps tell us about any local intrigues.
Yeah.
Local intrigues, you say? Well, let me see. Well, what have I heard lately? I'll have to roll on this table.
Oh no.
I have heard that a magic wand was lost in the caves area.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe it was a magic user from this very fort. Also, high up in the caves, I've heard that large dog-faced men dwell. Horrible canine things with slavering jaws who hate all of the civilized races. But of course, as a curate who loves Enkidu, I could get along well with them, I can tell you. They would sense a kindred spirit. Yes, of course.
Well, we will not kill them if we run into them then, I guess.
Yes, I must also tell you that earlier Jared said that I was sort of the high priest, but I'm not. I'm the curate. It's a very different thing. Jared got my job incorrect. A curate is a member of the clergy engaged as an assistant to the priest.
Oh, you're not even the main quest giver.
Well,
bring us your boss.
More of a coordinator.
Is it a quest you're looking for, lad?
Always.
Yeah.
We need motivation, so it's not simple murder and thievery that we're up to.
Well, I know little of this magic wand, but I can tell you that one of our acolytes disappeared in the caves, along with his holy symbol, which was a gift from a very influential bishop from back in Venaspana, his homeland, and that holy symbol is very, very valuable, and it should come back to the church. It's a relic.
Curate, I will take this on. I promise you, Mr. Borplesby, Mr. Fffilbrth. I would be honored if you come with me on this, but I gotta go get this because this is I have to help.
I'm glad I hit on something you guys were interested in.
What we're looking for is as many reasons to go to the cave as possible.
Yeah,
so
we got a wand.
Got a lost holy symbol, a wand, the pockets of our fallen friends.
And let me tell you, I've already been twice for no reason. Like, seriously, I came here and we just went to the caves. And I was like, it just sounds like a good time. And so now that we have goals as well in the caves, now my excitement is doubled at the very least.
Yeah. And if we can find anybody else with like a yellow question mark over their head, like talk to them right now.
Yeah.
He seems nervous, like there's something he doesn't want to tell you.
Can I charm him with my sexy elvish charm?
What is your charisma modifier?
13. It's a +1.
Let's roll a reaction for him and see if he feels charmed.
Do I roll or just you?
I do it because it's like a reaction from him to you. He's not a monster, but I'm going to use the reaction table in here. Let's see. No, your charisma's not winning him over.
Okay.
Good day to you, gentlemen.
Can I discern somehow what I think he might be hiding with my wisdom in some way? Is that something that I can do? Like a sense motive kind of.
These games aren't supposed to work that way. But let me roll something. Do you guys decide to stay and question him about it for a while?
If he's feeling, if we get any sense of reticence,
if we're getting,
it's probably going to turn into full on shaking it out of him if we don't get an answer.
He's like, be careful who you take to the caves with you. The priest of this place. Understand, tell no one this, but the priest of the temple here, he's taken several parties out, and Only he has returned.
I'm going to slowly turn my head towards Fffilbrth.
Like moving away from him.
No. Everyone I was with died through their own fault, and I got away through my elvish perfection.
Hard to argue. Look at him. He's perfect.
Look at how beautiful I am with my 13 charisma and my 17 intelligence.
As a forest dweller, you should love Enkidu, High Prince Fffilbrth.
Love Enkidu.
So I hope that you are not one of those vicious rogues who takes parties out there just to rob them, who has people help them steal from the caves and then stabs them, shanks them quick with their blade and takes all of their gold for themselves.
Is there money in that sort of thing?
Begone, I have to light incense for a while.
Shall we to
Let's
the
go
caves?
let's go to the caves.
Very good. Let's go to the caves.
We don't need to talk to everybody.
Well,
So
no.
he was referencing the high priest of that temple, right? He's saying
His boss.
His boss is basically killing people.
Yeah. So you head out down the hill. 50 feet up is the the fort on the far seas, and you head down through the grasslands, and you take a sharp eastward path up.
Jared, will you walk us there on your map?
Am I not doing that right now?
No.
Oh, I thought I was. Wait, let me.
This is why you need me, Jared. This is why I have such great job security on this channel.
Wait. I got this. Here we go. Now I'm doing it.
There we go.
Boom.
So you come down out of the fort and you head across the grasslands. The swamp is below you here. Those are the sounds you hear from the swamp. And as you look here, you have to brush the edge of the forest. As you brush the edge of the forest, I roll for an encounter. Because we roll once a day, and holy shit, we got one.
Oh, God.
Now, why would
We caught one.
go through the forest?
Well, it just it touches the forest a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what we get here.
I imagine when they built the road, it didn't touch the forest, but they haven't done a good job of keeping the forest from encroaching.
That's
Poor
exactly.
infrastructure repair.
How did you know that, Clint? That's exactly right, dude. That's exactly
because
right.
No one has taxed us for anything, so it's very clear that no one is doing that sort of upkeep around here.
Okay, and it's gonna be. Oh wow! Okay,
Oh, God.
So
It's a good encounter.
as you
Presents.
as you come along the edge of the forest, you see something kind of white moving and
I can't
glowing.
sleep. Just kidding. I know.
Glowing back in the trees. Well, you can if you'd like. You see something white moving back in the trees. Within firing distance of you, within kind of running distance of you, back behind some of the trees.
White? Am I getting like a ghostly presence kind of vibe, or?
You are not getting a ghostly presence kind of vibe. You're getting kind of like, actually, all I can tell you is what you see. It's white and it is kind of glowing.
I will.
Is it a unicorn?
But you know
Stop
what?
looking.
You're the cleric, so I'll tell
Right.
you're not sensing like you're not getting a
And
ghost.
I'm not like an undead,
The
evil
cleric.
presence or something.
If the cleric can turn undead, I think he would certainly kind of feel it when he's this close to undead, and that's not what you're feeling.
Okay.
Well, Jared, if it is a unicorn, never has a thicker pack of virgins ever headed towards the caves of chaos.
Who has the highest charisma bonus?
I have
I might. I have a +1 too, but my charisma is 15. It's
Oh, shit.
incongruously high charisma for some reason.
So you both have
Wow.
+1s to your charisma?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Whatever this thing is, you don't even hear it, but you do see it moving. But it seems to be able to move silently between the trees and the brambles.
Let's move closer, but not in a threatening way.
Yeah.
Very good. Is everybody moving closer?
Yes.
Yeah.
What will your marching order be?
Elf first.
Elf as the forest guy. Well, I have the lowest hit points.
If you're gonna go stealthy, it should be elf. If we're getting,
I'm not like stealthier than anybody else though.
The only thieves get a move quietly skill. Everybody else just trumps whether they want to or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
I'll go
about
first.
this? How about side by side, arms linked, like the best pals, whoever there were?
Yep.
That sounds great.
Side by side's arm's length. It is. You approach this creature, and indeed, you are kind of covering now three sides of it by the way that you've decided to approach, if that's okay.
Sure.
If that sounds right to you. And indeed, it is a beautiful white horse with a single long golden horn growing out of its forehead.
Amazing.
And it is quietly wicking and then eating some beautiful wildflowers that are growing in tufts beside a gnarled old oak tree.
I'm gonna
This
kiss
is
my holy
auspicious. Yeah. I will, stay quiet and reverent and take in its majesty and purity.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
It seems uninterested in you. It seems indifferent to you. And in fact, that's what I rolled on its reaction roll. And so it is not worried about you at all. But I like this. It is a very, very auspicious thing, isn't it?
I'd like to try to pet it, maybe like go up to it
Yeah.
and like just encounter it.
Okay.
what happens.
That makes me ask this.
Okay.
Is Gregathy Gregors a virgin?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
Obviously.
What is Gregathy's charisma? I'm going to roll another reaction.
Charisma's
to this.
12.
Charisma's 12.
And he's lawful alignment.
No bonus, but lawful. Okay. Yeah. So Gregathy, you approach, and Gregathy, the reaction table is going to let
virgin
me know.
no longer.
It lets me know. Gregathy, the reaction table tells me how an animal or a monster reacts to you. You need to roll on 2d6 a 12 or more by adding the charisma to get a pleasant reaction.
Oh,
right?
God.
I just rolled 2 6s. The unicorn lets you pet it and touch it. And I think you should get some kind of bonus for this. This is so auspicious that I'm going to allow you a free reroll anytime in this game.
Sweet.
Can he tame the unicorn and have a unicorn mount?
Well, I think that
Can't
it is
tame a unicorn, man.
it's kind of like nuzzling Gregathy. Gregathy truly is a holy man because it is nuzzling Gregathy and it is being friendly to him.
I'm not going to try to get it as my mount or something, but I'm going to try to like just tell it my name. You know what I mean? I just want it to remember who I am.
Do the others try to do anything?
I take out my sketchbook and I just draw like a picture of this beautiful scene that we have in front of us just so I can remember it. I am slightly jealous as being a mystical forest elf that I'm not having the mystical experience, but you can't argue with results.
Boople is actually quite scared of horses because he is a dwarf and they're not in the mountains or underground. Doesn't spend a lot of time with them. They're very big. This one has a sword on its head. So he's staying reverently back.
Very good. After it has kind of been friendly with Gregathy for a while, it sort of just starts to kind of wander deeper into the wood.
I'm going to like wave goodbye and just weep.
You guys want to follow the unicorn? I mean,
it does unicorn wicker and
does it say go?
And lead us deeper?
Come hither
Yeah.
look?
Is it like trying to bail? Is it like trying to go to another party and not let us know what's happening? Or is it trying to be like, hey, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like, what's the attitude we're getting?
Yeah. It's that, I'm going to go stand over here now. Thanks. That was cool.
The attitude you're getting is just that it is going home or that it's going deeper into the wood where it lives. But look, guys, I mean, like it's up to you. Like not everything in this game is going to be like, hey, come over here, I've got a quest for you. That's not how it's designed. So if you want to follow this thing deeper into the wood, you are certainly within your rights to do so.
All right, I have thoughts, guys.
Okay.
This is why you play a game with random tables. We would have never planned for something like this, but now that it's presented itself, you got to follow the road in front of you. I think this is a forest adventure today. I don't think this is a cave adventure.
Let's follow the unicorn respectfully.
Yep.
Okay, great. To follow the
nice to have a positive encounter in this fucking game.
Yeah, right.
To have just meet a friendly unicorn is amazing.
Hey, Gary Gygax. Nice
work, Gary. I don't think he planned this to happen, but whatevs.
You're at the table, right?
No, sir, he did not. That table is from the random encounter table in Old School Essentials. Oh, actually, no, he didn't write the BX rulebook. This is pretty much a copy of the BX rulebook. And I have my own.
Or a cook.
A molde or a cook. I have my own encounter tables that I've based around this aisle, but I'm using, sometimes the random roll can lead into the tables in the book, and this is what it gave us tonight. So you follow the unicorn for a little while. Gary was like, if the unicorn goes in, I'm out. And they were like, we would like to buy your shares of TSR Incorporated. That's how strongly we feel about the unicorn. You follow the unicorn for a little while. Does anybody have any sort of tracking skill? I think halflings are pretty good at that. You know what?
I'm an elf.
You're an elf, so I'll allow you to roll under your wisdom, elf. I'll allow you to try to roll with a D20 under your wisdom. What is your wisdom score?
9. Not a wise elf.
Well, let's see if you can do it. Fail. Okay. So here's what happens. You guys kind of think you've lost it. You've gone pretty deep. And then you see it one last time, Gregathy, and all of you. You see it one last time, like on a slope a little ways away, and it looks down at you, and then it just fades away. Like it doesn't run off. It just sort of teleports away. And now you're deep in the woods, all on your lonesome. And unless one of you knows exactly which direction you've been traveling in, you might be lost.
Oof.
Oh, fuck.
So, while I do not have woodland skills, as a dwarf, I do have the ability to detect direction and sliding and sloping, so I don't get lost when I'm underground. Can I at least say that I know the roads that way? Actually, it's on a 2 and 6. I need to make a roll. But
very good. Yeah.
Is this useful above ground? It may not be.
You can detect the sliding and sloping, you say, of the land. Read your power off to me exactly, or certainly. I can read it.
2 and 6 chance of being able to detect new construction, sliding walls, sloping passages when searching. But it's to not get lost underground. I'm just saying, is there any wiggle to see if it's not getting lost above ground? Because we didn't take a circuitous path, right?
Well, it sounds like you have a good sense of architecture, right?
At least that.
Okay, I'm going to say roll your skill.
Let me just add, I think we just generally want to be going back down towards the river, right? So if we want to just go generally down, we'll be headed in that direction?
Well, south, yeah, but you're not quite sure, as expert miners, dwarves have a 2 and 6 chance of being able to detect new construction, sliding walls, or sloping passages. Okay.
Now, I've rolled, but I don't know if I want high or low. You tell me.
We've decided that if you have a 2 and 6 chance, you need a 5 or 6. If you need a 1 and 6, you need a 6. You roll a 6?
Correct.
Very good. Okay, so you detect in the trees, not too far away, what looks to be construction. Someone has built some sort of lean-to or some sort of lodging out in the woods here. And you, by the way, you've gone quite deep into the woods. So you've been traveling for a little while. It's almost like a full day's travel because you did have an encounter, and we roll for those once per day. It is actually, you've been traveling so long that it's not night, but it's gotten into the afternoon now.
Let's check it out. What kind of I approach the lean-to?
Hold up. Anyone living in the woods might be dangerous. Let's search for non-magical traps, Jared.
Well, they wouldn't hurt us. I'm a man of God.
Okay. So, are you going to kind of, you're going to kind of search, are you going to go over there and then search for traps?
Yeah. Like in the area around the lean-to, thinking if I lived in the woods, I would certainly put some traps around where I slept.
And I would like to please have you tell me what your marching order is again. Then
I'm going first.
I will give Gregathy the 10-foot pole.
Thank you.
Okay. The 10-foot pole. Very good. Okay. So it's Gregathy. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Boople, then Gregathy, then Fffilbrth.
I think so.
Okay. Very good.
And I'm going to teach Gregathy, because I can just tell he doesn't know his ass from his elbow, how to use the 10-foot pole to beat the brush in front of us.
So what you realize when you go over there and start poking things with the 10-foot pole is that what you saw was not actually construction. It was an old wooden chair that's kind of out here and a little wooden table that someone has sit out here in front of a gigantic, huge oak tree. And you start poking around with the pole and you knock the chair over. Do you want to do your searching for traps skill?
Sure. Another 6.
My friend, that's excellent. So what does your searching for traps skill normally give you?
2 and 6.
2 and 6. So the dwarf is doing really well for a dwarf outdoors. Maybe Boople comes from a tribe of above ground, or people that traveled into the above ground quite a bit. Because I'm going to interpret your trap detecting skill to show you this. Above you on a branch or not above you, but above the 10-foot pole, on a branch of the oak tree that hangs way out over like the chair and the table, is a mountain lion out on the branch, shit. Kind of like looking down at the 10-foot pole right now as you speak.
Was it the mountain lion's table and chair?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
We're in exploration turns now, starting now. So I would like and then we could turn into combat turns if something untoward happens. But since Boople has just done something, let's go ahead and start with Gregathy. Is there anything you'd like to do?
So, per Clancy's idea, I'm going to use the pole, see if the thing is looking at us, I'm going to try to play with it, with the pole, it's a cat.
With the mountain lion.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to keep it chill and friendly. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be attacking it or whatever.
Let's roll a reaction. Let's roll a reaction roll for it.
Doing the with a little whisk toy.
Yeah, like a little toy. Hey, look at the stick. I can make the brush move around.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Very scary cat.
It doesn't quite. Your pole doesn't quite. Let's see. I want to see how high up it is. Okay, it doesn't appear to want to fight you yet, but it also isn't playing with your 10-foot pole. It's kind of like watching you warily.
Okay. What do you got? You guys want to just back out of here? What do you want to do? Fffilbrth.
Is there anything else going on with the tree? Is just examine it.
There is examine tree. There is a bush, a thick bush in front of it, up against it.
Could be an entrance to this tree.
Absolutely, it is.
I'm gonna poke the bushes with the stick.
You are a little too far away to poke the bushes with the stick. In order to get over there, you'll need to walk under the limb where the mountain lion currently is.
10 feet? I mean, 10 feet is pretty...
I'm doing it.
Okay.
You guys want me to cast sleep on the mountain
lion? I'm just looking at it.
Worst comes to worst, I think that's the move.
Okay, well, I'm not going to even bother with surprise because both parties know that they are there. So instead, I will ask your party to please roll its initiative score, and I will roll the initiative score for this mountain lion.
You guys want
Do
me
we
to
roll as a
cast sleep
party
right now?
or all
You
together?
roll as a party. You roll as a party.
All right.
Before combat, I cast sleep.
Well, don't
would one of
worry,
you like to
Adam.
roll for us?
No. You just rolled, didn't you, Clinton Trucks?
Oh, I just rolled now, but I asked if we roll as a party. I was going to let one of these guys roll. I've been rolling.
No,
all day.
Clint, you're rolling for us.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Hey, I'm rolling a d6. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
A 4.
Okay, you guys go first. We are going to start with yes. Declare spells.
I cast sleep.
Very good. Good
I don't think
idea.
you want to be attacked by a mountain lion, right? We don't want to kill a mountain lion.
Yeah. I like sleeping the mountain lion.
Okay, great. So how many hit dice of
I'll find the spell here.
sleep does it do?
Sorry, a single creature. The spell may target a creature with 4+1 hit dice. So if it's one creature, I don't know why it's 4+1. Oh, I see. It's like four hit dice plus 1 HP. So if it has 4+1 hit dice or less, it sleeps.
It has less. And now I'm going to roll something to see if it falls from the tree.
Oh no.
Oh no! I don't want to kill. I'm just worried there's gonna be someone in this tree going like, "Why did you kill my mountain lion?" I have this worry.
What would be a good way to roll that?
Also, we're being peaceful with the creatures of the forest
I think it has a 50% chance of falling from the tree. And it does.
Damn it.
It falls from the tree. Well, it had a 50% chance, and it did. And so let's see. Falling, height onto a hard surface inflicts 1d6 damage per 10 feet. Well, the 10-foot pole hit it, so it must only do 1d6 damage.
Is this a hard surface, however? This is the soft loam of the forest floor, Jared. With years and years of fallen leaves and pine needles.
Clint is correct.
Okay.
As a forest dweller,
it hits the ground hard, and then it is whoever would like to. Well, wait, that's spells. Spells have been resolved, and now we go to monster morale. No, yeah, okay, and I should have done initiative now, but it's fine. Okay, now we go to monster morale. No, anybody want to move?
Yeah, I will move towards the brush.
The bush, you mean?
correct?
The bush. The bush.
You're moving over to the bush. Okay, when you get over to the bush, you can see that indeed there is an opening in the large oak behind this bush. Anybody else like to move?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go into the door.
Okay, you can move up to the door, but you cannot yet go into it. High Prince Fffilbrth, are you moving over there as well?
Yeah, but I'll keep an eye on the cat to make sure it's. How long does it stay asleep?
I mean, I could have ruled that it maybe woke up when it hit the ground, but I'm not going to do that. I think you made it pass out hard. So it hit the ground. And how long does it stay asleep? We can look up the spell.
Oh, it does 4d4 turns.
4d4. Thank you so much. All right, let's find out.
I just spilled all my dice on the floor out of my.
You roll those 4d4 turns, and I'll start marking them off. Okay.
This is going to take a while. He spilled a lot of dice.
Does anybody want to declare a missile attack?
No.
Okay. Does anybody want to cast a spell? No. Does anybody want to take a melee attack?
No.
Okay. Great. That is when all of a sudden
I'm rolling my dice.
Okay, roll your dice. Roll your dice. Don't
freak
out.
11 turns.
11 turns. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. 11 turns it is.
I have 4. I wanted to roll my 4d4 all at once, and I did it.
A man garbed in only a natty, dirty loincloth. He's one of those guys that has like a bald pate, but then like long hair and a maniacal grin on his face, comes running out of the from behind the bush, going, "Severus, Severus, like looking at his mountain line.
His Enkidu incarnate.
I know.
That sounds like a Will Forte character.
I'm sorry. We didn't mean to hurt your cat.
And when he sees what's happened, and you guys are standing right there in his doorway, he goes, "You hurt my pet."
It was an accident. It was an accident.
No.
I'm backing up.
He's asleep.
I'm backing up.
You're not doing shit. It's his turn right now. He reaches forward and let's see, what does he got? Oh, he's got a big old dagger, and he is going to stick one of you. Let me choose which one of you he's going to stick.
We should have said, you know what we should have done? We should have said, "Hello, is anyone home?" That would have been a good move.
He decides
to know it was a home.
He decides to stick Gregory if he can hit, and he rolled quite poorly. Let's see. What's your AC, Gregory? Gregathy, rather.
3.
Your AC is 3, and his.
Gregathy spent all of his money on some dope ass armor, and it was a good choice.
Yeah, if I'm gonna walk around this dumb.
I did the same thing.
Sorry, I gotta look some stuff up to find out if he hits. Give me a second. I'll have it in a second. So, I didn't know we were gonna meet this guy tonight. Okay. Oh, where is it? Oh God. Okay, here we go. Yes. All right. So he's got that. And what was your AC again? I'm sorry.
3.
Well, he didn't hit that at all, so he misses you.
Okay.
He's like, "You hurt my friend!" And stabs at you with his dagger, and then that is his attack and his move, and then it's your turn.
So this guy's like as Clint said, he's like the embodiment of the deity I worship. It's what it seems like. So
he seems like a wild man.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do my best to totally de-escalate. I'm like, "I'm sorry. We didn't mean to hurt your cat." I'm like, put my mace down. Like, it was an accident. We didn't know it was your house. We're like,
we'll all do this. We'll all be
yeah. I'm throwing my mace behind me, but I'm throwing it on the ground, backing up. Sorry. So sorry.
All right.
He's just asleep.
Let's go in turn order. Okay. Let's go in the combat order, and then we'll see if your de-escalation works. So first we're declaring our spells. No, we're not. Actually, we're going to do our monster morale. Let's see how he's doing after he misses once. Oh, interesting. Okay. Then we are going to do our movement. Are you guys moving anywhere?
Yeah, I'm
backing up and dropping your weapon, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm throwing my weapon behind me.
No missile attacks, nobody's casting any other spells, and nobody's making any melee attacks?
Nope. I'm not.
Okay. Now let's see if let's see how it goes. So you guys get a +1 to reaction rolls. When you do that, he sees that you've dropped your weapons, you've jumped back and everything, and he, eyeing you warily, runs over to his cat and starts petting it. And hurt him! You've hurt him!
He fell. He's just asleep.
I cast sleep because we are all about loving the animals of the forest and didn't want to start a fight with them, and so we just thought he'd go to sleep for a little bit. But look, you can wake him up. It says the sleep spell that if you slap or slapping an affected creature wakes them up. So I think he could probably wake it up if he wanted to.
He shakes his mountain lion Severus for a little bit, and soon the cat starts like waking up. And then it sort of purrs and like moves against him. And he's like, yes, he appears to be undamaged. Why come you here? Why come you here to my tree?
We're lost.
We were following a unicorn and we got lost. We met a unicorn today.
It's true.
Liars. I've lived in these woods for many, many years. Since my ship was tossed on the rocks. And I've never seen a unicorn in these woods. Why are you lying?
Oh no, it's just rare on the wandering monster table. You don't get it that often, but it does sometimes you get it.
And you've probably led a more exciting life than we have, so a unicorn wouldn't present itself to you.
You were shipwrecked?
I have a drawing of the unicorn. I drew the encounter
True,
with the unicorn. I take out my sketchbook and I show him. This happened.
Fffilbrth, finally, you can show someone your etchings, and it's not inappropriate.
There is no sketchbook in your inventory. I know that. So I think that what you've done is you've wasted a page of your spell book to do this. I don't know what that means right now, but let's stick to our inventories, gentlemen, and not be imagining, oh, I have a flower. Oh, I have a bugle.
I'm sorry for adding flavor to the game.
Well, you have had
a character choice.
There was no flavor in that.
He's an amateur artist.
A page of your spell book has been
it's
covered.
Canon.
But the hermit, when he sees the drawing of a unicorn you've done, he goes, oh, that is a unicorn. You did see one.
Drawings have to be real.
It's as good as photographs in this setting.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, sit. Why don't you sit? Sit. I have not much to share, but I would hear this tale.
Okay.
We sit down. I'm just so flattered that, my rendering was accurate enough that he knew it was real. Tell him the tale, Gregathy.
Tell him about the unicorn. Ask him about his shipwreck. Hang out.
I'll break out some rations, so we all have a little something to snack on while we.
Thank you.
What's his name?
His name? What is my name again? Bartholomew.
Bartholomew and Severus.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Bartholomew, yes. The hermit of the woods, they call me. Yes, some of the people from the fort have spied me out here. But they haven't found my tree. You won't tell them, will you?
You must know all the secrets of this wood, Bartholomew.
All of the secrets. But you won't get me to share them with you. No. Too valuable. Old Bartholomew knows all the ways through the thick trees. I've seen the Duna Day dancing in their sacred circles north of here. Yes, I have.
I was laying out a bunch of food, and as he says he won't tell us his secrets, I'm just sort of putting away a hunk of cheese and putting
I will tell you his secret. My mouth is parched. Shall we have some water?
Yes.
I know for a fact that High Prince Fffilbrth has something slightly better.
Oh, yes, I have wine in my pack. I pull out wine and water, and I say, if for those who drink and those who don't.
I'd like some water.
Options for everybody. Pass around the wine one way and the water skin the other way.
Very good. He's drinking from both. And he's being he's hogging it. Like he's hogging the wine.
Glug, glug, pass, my man.
How does a man of the ocean come to befriend a mountain lion? Bartholomew.
Many skills has old Bartholomew. Oh, yes. Yes, I trained this cat from a cub. Yes.
Wow.
Left alone, orphaned by its mother was he, just as old Bartholomew was orphaned by the sea, tossed upon this isle.
What ship were you on?
I was on the heavy-breasted lass.
When you buy a boat, you're not allowed to rename it. It's bad luck.
A lot of boats have sexy names. I don't know if you've been to the San Diego Marina lately, but a lot of them have horny names.
This is the start of a bit.
Pardon
boats
me.
These days have very sexy names.
That was a bad improv. Pardon my sexism. I'm just trying to capture playing with 13-year-olds.
I love it.
Yes. It was a bad ship. Designed poorly, front heavy, and it went down when we hit a storm.
off the Isle of the Sword. I barely escaped in my dinghy. I came inland looking for fresh water. I found the river near your fort, but unfortunately, I was hounded by the lizard men that live on the other side. And eventually, I moved up here into the woods where I slew Severus's mother and took in Severus as a cub.
The wine is working, gentlemen.
And you say you've seen the Dunedain in their circles, the north, huh?
Yes, the Dunedain dancing. Oh, what beautiful music they make on their flutes.
What does it sound like? The music.
Perhaps
He's
I
gonna
could
do it, Brian. Don't ask him.
I'm just curious what the music
Perhaps
sounds
I
like.
could show you. Let me get my flute from my simple tree.
He walks back and he goes into his tree. And then from the tree, from inside, you hear him whistle twice. That was 3 times, but he whistles 3 times. And then all of a sudden, it is going to possibly be a surprise round against you because he has commanded.
This guy's a jerk.
He's a bad guy. And he's here. Roll. Let's roll a d6 for you guys.
This is terrible.
Roll a
This is
d6
terrible.
for you.
All right, I got it.
Clint.
We woke up the mountain lion and everything.
Once again, a 4.
Okay, you are not surprised. You guys have been kind of keeping kind of a little bit wary. You haven't gotten too drunk or gotten too comfortable. But at this moment, the mountain lion attacks. And now we're going to see, would you guys like to retreat, meaning run away? Or would you like to declare any spells at the moment? You're out of spells.
You're out of spells.
Yeah, you're out of spells. Okay, so now let's roll initiative.
5.
You guys go first. The mountain lion starts growling and moving toward you.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to engage the mountain lion with my sword.
Okay, it's let's see. It goes first. Movement. Are people? So let me get very clear about where you are. You're in front of the tree. The chairs have been kind of knocked over. The table is kind of between the 3 of you, and the mountain lion is over to one side. I'm going to say, in terms of your marching order, which I believe was Fffilbrth last. Yeah. Anyway, I think it is closest to our friend Boople. Okay. And so, would anybody like to move?
Yes.
I'd like to move out of range, to missile range and out of, melee range.
Very good. And what about you, Gregathy?
I'd like to flip the table at the mountain lion and jump back to my mace, which is still behind me, and grab it.
Okay, I'll allow you to do that with a movement action.
Okay.
So you're not leaving the area like High Prince is. He's kind of getting out to missile range.
I'm trying to get my weapon so that I can attack it.
I mean,
flipping the table up and pulling out your mace. And
my maximum minimum range is 70 feet, so I moved up to 70 feet away if I can do that.
you move your movement rate, which is not 70 feet. I believe it would be, in this particular case, something basic, which I think is like 30 feet.
Okay, so I moved 30 feet away.
Movement in melee. Move backwards at half your encounter movement rate. What's your encounter movement rate? Do you have that?
Basic.
Okay.
We could be more abstract about it if you want, Jared. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get specific.
No, it must be specific. I want to know this. I think that we're going to call it like 30 feet. Okay, for now.
Okay.
Because I think encounter movement rate is 60 feet. You move back 30 feet, which is half that, and then you pull your missile weapon. And now it is Boople. Where are you going to move anywhere? Or are you just kind of standing there to engage?
Nope, sword and board. Let's do this.
Okay, great. Then it is a missile attacks time.
I fire a longbow.
Yes.
20. I have 2 quivers of 20 arrows. I've fired 5 of those already.
You should fire them one at a time.
I'm gonna fire just one of them.
Don't fire the bow. Fire the arrows.
Well, I'm gonna use the bow to fire an arrow.
Okay.
And I'll roll. Oh, my THAC0 is 19. And I rolled a 20. Natural 20.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
shit. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Severus.
You hit, and you I mean, I don't think there's actually a rule for this in
Is there
old
no
school.
critting in this version of D&D?
Pretty sure that there's not, but just I'm gonna double check. But I'm gonna rule that if there's not, I'm going to have a type of critting, and my critting is going to be you just do whatever your weapon die is in full, like you do full.
Oh, okay. So it was. Oh, okay. I think I should be. So in my longbow thing, 2-handed range, it says 5 to 70 feet +1. I don't know if that's to my hit or to my damage. But my damage die is 1d6
to hit.
It's
then you do 6, I believe.
Okay, so I'll do 6.
Although if you happen to have a dex bonus, I think you would add that.
I do not.
He's an elf without a dex bonus.
That's what happens when you roll random stats.
Can you imagine?
Is a smart elf. Okay, he's got a 17 intelligence and 13 charisma.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
How much
No
damage?
one else has
the wisdom?
17 stat. 6.
How much
Six?
damage? 6.
No.
Okay.
6.
6 damage. The arrow pierces the beast's side and it hisses angrily. And then it is time for melee attacks. If nobody has there's no more spells, so it's time for melee attacks, starting with with Boople.
Yeah.
All right. I rolled a 16. I have a +1 to melee attack, so a 17.
Great. A 17 hits its AC. And you may roll your damage.
1d8 +1 is 9.
My friend, you've slain this mountain
Oh,
Tight.
and you hear a anguished cry from inside the tree.
It's your own fault,
Bartholomew, you have.
Bartholomew. We were having a nice lunch.
We
and
shared
you blew the
wine
whistle.
at your table. This is awful. Really bad.
Guys, we're about to have a tree house. This is going to be dope.
It's our treehouse now.
Stay focused on what's important.
Can I attack him with my turn?
Are you
He's
guys
inside
going
the tree, right?
Yeah.
Listen, it's his turn, and he has already done something. And now, let's see.
I didn't get my attack for. I don't know if that matters.
There's attack.
I mean, I'm just saying. Do I get one?
Look at this. It's movement first, then attacks, right? So your target is gone. So until the other side has gone, you don't get to move again.
All right. So I'll just do my yelling at him then.
That sounds right. And he's throwing a dagger. And he's throwing it at, I'll make it random. Actually, it can't be at Fffilbrth because there's just the two of you that stayed kind of in front of where he could fire from. And so I'm going to say it is in fact Gregathy. And Gregathy, he threw a dagger. And here comes the damage. 5 damage, Gregathy.
Can I use my unicorn reroll to have you reroll that?
Holy shit. Well, that's not how I thought
I
it would.
have 5.
That's not how I thought the unicorn reroll would work, but I did say you can make a dice be re-rolled, and it's really good story, so I'm going to allow it. 1 damage.
Whoa! Unicorns are real.
Unicorns are real. Virginity.
Does an aura surround him?
And now we can go back to the combat turn, and
An unnatural wind blows the dagger to the
let me
side.
see something here.
The clouds briefly form into the shape of a unicorn, and it winks at Gregathy.
Yeah. King. Thank you. And so and movement, guys, movement. Where would you like to go?
I would like to move inside the tree.
Yes.
Great. Yes. How about Fffilbrth?
I
think you can get back to the entrance, but you can't get inside this round.
Yeah, I'm gonna get so I can look in the entrance and perhaps fire into the place, but not actually go inside.
Okay, so you guys all do this. You run in. Let me tell you what you see. Okay, inside is a mound of leaves, a couple pieces of crude furniture, he has handmade cups in here made of wood, and that is all you see.
A wife made out of
currently.
moss.
Oh God. Okay.
When we're done in here, we're gonna mess up all your stuff.
You're such a sweetie, Gregathy. We're about to murder this man, and you're concerned about the vandalism.
I'm gonna mess up your mug. I'm gonna break this mug. You're getting a thrashing.
Okay. Yeah. So that's all you
Yes,
see
Michelle.
inside of here.
We do not see any sign of Bartholomew.
You do not see any sign of Bartholomew.
Interesting.
Okay. Is there a way out, a door that he could have gone through or something?
No, just a bed of leaves and some crude furniture.
I'm going to smack the leaves.
You're smacking the leaves.
Yeah.
You smack the leaves, and you see that there
My
is
mace.
sort of that's your attack. Then you moved in and you attacked the leaves.
Yeah.
And all you see when you brush the leaves aside is that there's kind of a mound of kind of fresh dirt there. That's a little fresher, like churned than the dirt around it. Are you attacking anything, my friend Boople?
Freshly turned earth. Did this man burrow away? I will drive my sword through the freshly turned earth.
You hit something hard, and you hear a scream near you from the other side of the little room. But you see nothing there.
Is he invisible?
Invisible guy.
Interesting. Okay.
I fire my arrow at where I hear the scream.
Sorry, we've already passed missile attacks. But let's see. We did movement, and we went all the way to melee attacks. Now it's his turn to act, and he is going to, he's going to run. You suddenly see feet, footsteps in the dirt, like running kind of out of the little hut, the little tree, and out into the clearing where his poor dead mountain lion is. And these footsteps go to where the dagger is laying on the ground that he threw at our friend, and then it floats into the air again, like someone picks it up, and that's going to be. Can he do that and fire it again?
Is Fffilbrth in the doorway?
Fffilbrth was in the doorway. Yeah.
I'm like,
Did he go past him, or did he go through something?
Yeah, can I react? Like, I have a spear, and it has the ability Brace, which does double damage against charging monsters. That's all that it says about what this ability does.
I don't know. I don't know that you can. I mean, basically in combat in this game, like your side does everything, then his side does everything.
Okay.
So it's not really like I hold my action, I wait till this moment, then I fire. You can't do that in this game. So
it's not like reactions and shit like that.
But let's see. He gets movement.
Opportunity attacks.
I'm going to say for his action, he just picks that up. I don't think it would be fair to have him also throw it at you this turn. Then we're going to move to you guys. And so now you guys may move. Would you like to move? Wait, he's going to roll his morale, actually. Wait, he's going to roll his morale. Okay. So he's done that. Okay, yes. Where are you moving?
I'm going to try to grapple him.
Yeah, full pursuit of the dirty footsteps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both
the floating dagger.
Do full pursuit out to the floating dagger. It's not melee attack time yet. It is missile attack time.
I will missile attack the floating dagger, like sort of around where it's being held in what would I assume would be the chest area.
So now I have to figure out how invisibility works in old school essentials, because it should be a little harder to hit him, shouldn't it?
Yes.
I would think.
Okay.
You used to give +4 to your AC in the AD&D.
Invisibility appears 27 times in the book. Let's find it.
Oh, great.
Okay. Potion of invisibility. See page 82 for invisibility.
Okay. I already looked that up because I knew this was coming, and it's just like it gave me the spell, but it didn't tell me like how it would affect combat.
Yeah, it does not appear to have a rule.
It looks like I'm going to be ruling on this, you guys. What did you say, Brian? I liked your thing.
It used to give +4 to AC, but it would be broken as soon as you attacked somebody.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't really tell us. Yeah, I have the if cast on an object. I'm gonna give him. I am gonna take his AC down by 4. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Sure.
I think that actually does a lot. So
Yeah.
so go ahead and you may fire at him, High Prince Fffilbrth.
Okay, so I think I should get a +1 because of the range or at close range.
I'll allow it.
This can't hit. I got a 6.
No, I'm afraid not.
It was 19. So
I'm
what is
afraid
his armor
not.
class? I don't hit
Right. I'm not going to tell you that, but I can tell you that you don't hit him. Okay. So now we can move to that was ranged attacks. Now we can move to melee attacks. Mm-hmm.
Clint, you want to go first?
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
After we go through the whole thing of waking the cat up and
I know.
de-escalating, making charisma checks, he attacks
Betrayed.
us anyway.
Wasting our wine on this guy.
I'm pissed
Don't
off.
worry, guys. I got hot dice tonight. I rolled
Unprofessional.
18 + 1, 19.
You rolled an 18 + 1, 19.
So if his armor class is 0, I hit him because that's my THAC0.
Boople.
Welcome, everybody. Tuesday.
Boople, his current armor class is 0. You hit him.
Hell yeah.
I gotta roll
All
a
right.
19 to hit this motherfucker.
That's right. You did it, my friend. How much damage do you do?
I rolled a 5 + 1 is 6.
6 damage. Okay. Wow, this is amazing. Okay. Let's see here. And then now it is your turn, Gregathy. And I'm going to say because he's been hit, he goes back to normal armor class. That's what I'm ruling, guys. So invisibility. So my house rule, unless, and maybe I'm doing it wrong, but this worked out pretty well, is -4 to AC, but once he's hit, regular AC.
Great. Okay. I'm gonna try to bash his head in with my mace.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna be on the other side of him from where Boople on Borplesby is.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 16 + 1. Wait, no, sorry, it's a 16, but that's
A 16.
my THAC0 is 19, so
Right, I'm going to look here. A 16 hits.
okay. So I do 1d6 + 1 damage, I believe. Does that sound right, Clint?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So 4 damage.
Okay, he's hurting. He's not in a good place. But it is now his turn, and he did fail his last morale check. So he's just going to run from you guys into the woods. And he does remain invisible. So
Can I
he's
take
invisible.
a shot at him as he runs?
You certainly may. So let's say his turn was running away into the woods. He's not attacking you. He does have his dagger with him still. And you may now take a shot at him.
Come on, baby.
Does
Does
this
he
mean
still have
we're
the AC
come back
bonus?
around?
Yeah, we've come back around. It's your turn again.
Does he still have the AC bonus?
I'm going to say no. I said after he's hit, that goes away.
I rolled a 7. I have yeah, I don't think I hit him.
Yep. Are people
Jared, let's just play the book. The book, there is no rule that says I can't immediately switch to my missile weapon. If we're back around to missile rounds, I'm going to shoot this fucker with my crossbow.
do it.
All right.
Shoot him in the back.
I rolled a 16. I have no bonus to missile attacks. Does a 16 hit?
That's got to hit him.
16 hits.
All right.
Do it.
Kill this guy.
Put him down, Clint.
4 damage.
I'm neutral.
Okay. 4 damage
I
means
approve.
that he has 1 HP left, and I'm going to rule that that's enough to get him to stop, fall down in the middle of the woods. You see like a man-shaped shape there in the middle of the woods. And does Gregathy want to move in and do his melee?
Yeah.
Or talk to him?
Well, I want to knock the crap out of him. I want to take his invisibility thing away. I want to.
Hey, if he has one hit point left, and if you're about to murder a man, Gregathy, you're too pure for this. I'm going to put my hand on Gregathy's mace and push it down and go, this isn't for you. And I'll kill him. You're too beautiful for this world, Gregathy. I don't want you to sully yourself with a man's life.
I mean, I want to be clear. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm trying to just make sure he doesn't get back up again.
You want to knock him out?
Yeah, and like take his invisibility thing out.
You do. You knock him out.
Great.
You knock him out. He is unconscious. He is not dead. He has a dagger on him and a dirty loincloth.
Did he take a potion?
So Boople gets the dirty loincloth.
Uh-huh.
And then Gregathy gets the dagger. And then I'm a magical elf. I got to have the magic ring.
I don't see a ring. I think he took a potion or something. And by the way, you're not giving me a dagger. I can't use a dagger.
Actually,
nice try, Adam.
Actually, you do find a ring. You do. Who's searching him?
I'm searching him.
I'm searching him.
I'm searching him.
You find a ring. You find a ring on his finger as well.
Okay, precious. I'm going to try the ring on.
Okay. Trying a ring on. Let's see what that does. With the ring on, something happens. Did you know that? Let me tell you what happens.
Oh, I hope it's a cursed ring.
Oh, please.
Cursed ring of invisibility.
Fucking cursed.
You can see all my clothes.
You feel suddenly like your AC goes down a point.
Whoa.
That's good though. In this
you gain a +1 bonus to all of your saves.
Wow.
That ring rules. You just showed up. You don't deserve that ring. I murder.
I have the lowest hit points. I have the lowest hit points. I only have 3 hit points.
Wow, cool ring. This is nice.
Okay,
and I found this dagger, you guys.
Has anybody taken the dagger?
I'm holding it.
Pick it up. We're not leaving anything of value. We are scavengers. We are the.
We don't take the loincloth.
What's the name of the ball that rolls through the Japanese video game and picks up everything in town and gets bigger?
Katamari Damacy.
We're that thing.
Yeah.
We just pick up everything
We're going to take this dead mountain lion with us.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, we should be skinning that mountain lion. That's what
search the tree.
Oh, searching the tree.
Yeah. And, especially the earth under the leaves part where he screamed when we stabbed.
So in the tree.
I tie him up in my rope first. Sorry.
Very good. That's great. So inside the tree, let's start going by turn order, okay? So each turn takes 10 minutes to investigate. So people go back into the tree, and I'm going to say, High Prince Fffilbrth, you just spent a 10-minute turn tying him up. That is what you did with your action. So Boople, what do you do with your turn?
I will search the tree.
Okay, searching, but you have to tell me where you search. You can't just say, I search tree.
I will start at the freshly turned earth.
Okay, there's freshly turned earth there.
I will excavate it.
You start digging. You find a chest inside the freshly turned earth. And this chest, let's see. It's only buried under a few inches of dirt. And it opens easily. There is no lock on it. Inside, you find a empty bottle that contained some sort of potion.
Sure.
You find an ornate dagger. Dagger. When you hold it, it seems to give you +1 to attack and damage.
I love holding it.
You also find 31 gold pieces and 164 silver pieces.
Nice.
34 gold, 164 silver.
31 gold.
31 gold, 164 silver.
You have a list of our joint
Keebler cookies.
Joint treasure.
And
Cinder did.
Gregathy, what would you like to do with your?
We have a bank account.
10-minute turn.
I'm following Boople, and I'm looking. I'm dragging. Oh wait, no, you've got him, High Prince Fffilbrth. Okay, is there any other room in the tree, or anything around the tree that I can see? Another area that he would have hung out in, or anything like that?
Let's see. No. No.
Let's take a look at the dagger that he was using. Then the other one.
Yeah, the other one that you pulled off of him. That as well is it's a special looking dagger, and it feels quite beautifully balanced and +1-ish when you kind of handle it.
Okay, cool. You can use daggers, right? High Prince Fffilbrth.
I have a dagger. I mean, not a dagger skill. I already own one dagger, and
because everybody can use daggers except you. You can only use weapons.
So I'll give you the other +1 dagger.
Oh, there are 2 +1 daggers.
Yeah, yes. Clint's got one, and you got it.
One was in the chest, and one he threw at people.
Yeah, and I'm taking this ring. Okay.
Deal.
All right, I guess that's fair. If you get the ace, well, I mean, we
each get one magic item. I can't use the other 2.
It's true. It's just my AC is not good.
You know, it's if we are going to min-max, which this game absolutely wants you to do, it is true that our ACs are much better than Fffilbrth's, Gregathy, because we are in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Mine is 5.
I'm expecting to be the tank that's going to heal us.
All right.
Okay. It's true. I don't generally do melee, so
yeah, I'm going to run into the center all the time.
He gave you a magic item. I mean, that's pretty nice, you know.
3 magic items is great.
We got 3.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Gregathy gave you one. You know, he could have been like, and this dagger too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it.
No, I know. I'm being greedy. Okay. Is there anything?
These games frequently ended up being like the end of Reservoir Dogs, where you found some good loot and it was not going to spread.
And then it became a standoff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What next, guys? That appears to be what is here.
Well, we got to find our way to the back to the road in the caves.
Oh,
Can we skin this mountain lion? Should we?
Well, we've lost much of the day traipsing through the woods, as I recall. It was not quite
we should
night
camp.
when we got here.
Yeah,
but then
you partied with the hermit for a while, the mad hermit, and that time too. So
I think we should kill the hermit.
Oh, right, because he's just knocked out.
What do I need with a hermit?
Alignment, and I'm not lawful.
I'm against killing him.
Well, geez, now that you say that, I am lawful. So what we've discovered is this hermit is probably been waylaying strangers in the woods for who knows how long, and he needs the Castilian's justice.
We got to bring him back to camp, to the city.
We take him to the city.
The only problem is I rolled, and you guys have lost direction, so you're not quite sure which direction the city is, the fort is.
Why don't we wake him up and ask him where the fort is and go the other direction?
That's exactly correct.
Yeah. Which way is the fort?
You wake him up. He's tied up.
Why should I tell you? You killed my dear friend Severus, my only friend in the world.
You killed us, you fucking asshole. We de-escalated everything.
Guests in your home. That's pretty bad.
I have no home. I live in a tree. I have no home, and you are not my guests. Get out of my forest. The Danudae are mine. They're mine to watch dance.
All right, we'll leave as soon as you tell us where the fort is. We just want to go back to the fort safely.
I would also like you to roll several times on your rumor table.
The fort, eh? Well, it's that way.
Okay. I think we got our answer, guys.
We go the other way.
You go the other way. Okay, I just
with him. We're dragging him with him.
We drag him along.
Okay. You have been traveling for a while, and it's getting pretty dark. In fact, it's full dark now, and you're just still in the forest.
Okay, I have a tinder box. Does that help?
Well, you and I both have dark vision. It's only
yes, dark vision. Yes, dark vision.
I'm just holding on to the guy and like crashing through the brush.
Loath as I am to take advice
He's tied
from
up,
Chad,
Arkle Dodger.
we should be gagging this guy.
Yeah. All right, let's gag him.
You guys want to threaten his life?
I think the threat is implicit.
Threaten his life.
Jared's rolling dice. What are we doing here?
He's rolling
Jared starts doing this.
random encounters.
Nothing scarier than we're discussing stuff at Jared's rolling.
All the glass clinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
so
great.
guys, let's see here. Go ahead.
Was he telling the truth about where the fort was?
Are you questioning him? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Are you
let's
questioning?
say, okay, is this which way do we go? And we
You're
threaten
not
his
gonna
life?
believe what happens here. Okay, so you're questioning him, and he goes, "Ha ha! I told you the truth. Ha ha! I knew that you would think that whatever I said was a lie, so I told you the truth."
All right, so this is a little
Now you're-
Wallace Shawn and
I fucking hate this guy.
I do hate it. He's gonna change my alignment.
He goes, "I told you the truth," and then all of a sudden, that's when you hear twigs breaking in the forest.
The fucking elephant. Did you
The
roll
Doomsday
elephant?
here.
And he goes, "And now you're going to meet some of the creatures that live out here." Yes, you are. You're going to meet some of the monsters that dwell in the forest. The
I kill
gods
him.
forgotten. Oh, you kill him. Do you really?
no, you're lawful. You wouldn't do that.
No, I'm neutral.
Oh, okay. I guess you would.
I'm neutral. We have a battle on our hands.
Okay, are you doing it? Tell
I'll
me
kill
now.
him.
You
you
cut his throat.
What if like super nice pixies come out and they're like, oh shit, it's a pack of murderers.
At that moment, the unicorn comes out into the
oh, you fucking
and it looks at High Prince Fffilbrth, who just cut a man's throat. And it you can see its eyes kind of blaze for a second, and that's when it attacks.
No, I take it all back. No! I regret my deeds. I take it back.
I can't. Here's what happened. I literally rolled again on the same table, and I got the unicorn again.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
It rolled it again. No. It rolled a 10 again. So, because I'm rolling on the page on 209, I just want people to know I'm not trying to make this into a story. It happened on its own. It literally came out after High Prince cut his throat. I rolled on the table again. I got the fucking unicorn.
Can I rewind?
So you cannot rewind. It's time for initiative.
Oh no.
Well, actually, no. Actually, first we're gonna roll for surprise. So, roll a d6.
I'm surprised.
I want High Prince Fffilbrth to roll it.
I got 5.
Okay, then neither side is surprised, and now we roll initiative.
You want to roll that one too, Adam?
Oh, sorry. I got to roll again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
5 again.
Okay, it also rolled a 5. Roll again.
5 again.
It got a 6. It goes first. It charges at High Prince Fffilbrth, and it attacks. Let me bring up its stat block. This is going to be awesome if High Prince Fffilbrth is slain by a unicorn. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here it goes. It charges. That's its movement.
It's gonna hit my AC by 1. I'm gonna be so mad I didn't get that.
It has
ring.
no spell attacks. It's got 2 attacks. Oh, and 1 with its horn. Wow, that's great. Okay, here comes.
If we win this fight, we're damned.
Here's its first attack against High Prince Fffilbrth, and it rolls an 18. An 18 hits your AC. What's your AC, High Prince?
5.
Yeah, it has a THAC0 of 13, so it definitely hits your AC. That's with its first hoof attack. It rolls a D8. And it does 3 damage.
It's over.
It does 3 damage to you. You're dead?
Yeah, I'm dead.
So the
Yeah, I
unicorn
have 3 HP.
smashes in High Prince Fffilbrth's head with its hoof, and then it has a horn and another hoof attack left, but it just kind of like stands there, looking at the two of you, like waiting. And then
I just dropped to my knees.
Oh, you just dropped your knees.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Boople?
I have to be honest. Even that was beautiful.
I'm so mad.
Boople, do you do anything?
No, I stand in stunned silence.
After it smashes in High Prince Fffilbrth's head with its hoof, it just goes, and then it fades out of existence again.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like covered in the fucking hermit's blood and on one side and Fffilbrth's on the other.
I love a unicorn coming in, stoving in Fffilbrth's head, and then trotting away.
Immediate karmic justice for behaving slightly off of alignment, just like slightly chaotically. The avatar of lawful alignment.
I mean, it could have been I could have rolled. I just wanted to let you guys to know what I could have rolled. I could have rolled. It could have been a big spider. It could have been a tiger. It could have been a panther. It ended up being a unicorn. That's
Twice.
Twice. So,
High Prince Elf Fffilbrth stove in by a unicorn.
Once I've sort of collected myself, I immediately walk over, grab that magic dagger.
Yeah, nice.
Grab that Dunaday key. Oh no, that's back on the
Any other
Cinder's
shit
body.
he's got.
Yeah. What do you got, Adam? You're looted,
Oh,
man.
I had a chainmail, 10-foot
Taking
pole,
that.
I'm taking the pole.
spellbook
Taking that.
that had a drawing of Gregathy meeting the unicorn in it.
I'll treasure the drawing. I want you to know that.
That spell book is 3/4 of the way to read
magic.
Yeah. I've never laughed harder in a game. My God, that was. I'm so mad, but it was honestly worth it.
At least we know the way back to the fort now.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Wow. Do you guys I mean, like, really, if you're watching, that was the climax, but there are 15 minutes left. I mean, should we
Adam, what kind of sidearm did you have? What kind of weapon?
I had a dagger. I had a +1 dagger. I had a long bow. I had 16 arrows left. I had 5 spears.
That's a silly number of spears. I take 1 spear.
How did you have 5? How did you have 5 spears? I got to start doing encumbrance now.
We're all walking around carrying 10-foot poles. I think I started with 2. I think we picked some up off some dead guys. I had a weird bracer thing I found in a clump of trees that apparently was not actually armor. I had a backpack, water skin, rations, rope, tinderbox. I guess we used the wine and a 10-foot pole.
You know what? I'm taking all this stuff so that when we meet a new friend back in town, you can save some gold when you roll your next character and not have to rebuy your rope and stuff.
Well, let's see. So you guys that survived, I'm going to rule the following. I'm going to give you XP for defeating or encountering the unicorn. I think if I don't,
we beat that unicorn twice, but
you beat it by being nice and then also by not murdering. So I'm going to give you XP for that. If I don't give XP for stuff like this, you guys will be level 2 in the year 2028. So I'm going to give you the XP for it. I'm also going to so that's 125. You get 31 XP for the gold you've found, the 31 gold, and then silver pieces are equal to 10 gold pieces. So how much? It was 164, right?
Yeah.
So you get
correct.
16 more XP for that. So that's all together. I'm sorry, forgive me.
47 XP from the.
It's
currency.
172.
172. Okay. And then I'm going to give you the XP for this mad hermit and his mountain lion. And we'll see where you're at after that. I know it's nowhere near a leveling up, but I have kind of decided, in case anybody out there is wondering, that we will play this adventure until we feel like we've really kind of plumbed its depths, and then I might just say, and now everybody's level 2, and we play the next dungeon or whatever,
Sure.
because otherwise it will be very strange waiting to just level up, I think.
And also, like, you can be a breath away from leveling up and then die and then start all over.
Starting from zero.
There's shit in here that level 1 characters can't even handle. There's that Minotaur and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Okay. So the XP for our friend here is for the mountain lion is 50.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say for our friend, the hermit, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second. So you head back to town, right?
Yes, right.
But it is dark out, right? And it is a long way now because you've traveled a while in the wrong direction.
We could keep going to the caves if you want.
We could head back to the tree and sleep on the tree for the night.
Yeah, we could.
I'm not going to the caves right now. Let's
You
go.
you each get 30 XP for our friend, the hermit, and
252.
252. Okay,
Mhm.
and so now I'm gonna just roll on the old encounter table again because you have to travel a long way through a dark wood, and boy, is it creepy and scary. Because you can barely see your feet in front of your face. Or you guys? Well, no, you have infravision, don't you?
I do.
Are you?
I'd
are
also
you-
like to
Boople does,
let
I
Adam
don't.
know he could be making another character. It takes 9 seconds, and then we could find somebody along the way.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
not doing that right now.
Okay.
Maybe later. I'm
Shit.
nursing my wounds, okay?
Sure.
Fffilbrth, the longest tenured character of THAC0 Tuesdays,
Easily.
at 3
Yeah.
adventures.
You encountered something. Roll a surprise check, please.
6
Wanna
sided.
do it?
Roll
Yeah, I'll
one
do
1d6.
I rolled a 1.
You are surprised by this thing, so it will get a first attack against you. But let's see how you do on the reaction table, guys. Do you have any charisma modifier?
I have a +1.
Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, this thing is not happy, and it gets a
Unimpressed.
It gets a free attack against you. Well, it says unfriendly may attack. So what I'm going to have it do with its first round is jump out and scare the shit out of you. It kind of comes slithering out of the woods. Here we go. It comes slithering out of the woods on 2 massive legs. It suddenly
It slithers on legs?
Well, fuck you. It slithers the back of it slithers because it's got a long reptilian tail, but then suddenly it comes up on 2 legs. This is what scares the shit out of you. You think it's a big snake, and then suddenly it comes up on 2 legs, and it's got a big snake head, and then suddenly it splays its wings, and you realize you are dealing with some sort of snake-headed, winged, like 2-legged beast.
Wyvern?
A dang old wyvern.
A dang old wyvern.
Oh, god damn.
And that's going to be bad for you. And let's see. It says it might attack, so that means I'm going to roll a die and see if it attacks.
Please no.
Because if it attacks, it gets a free round. Gentlemen, it attacks. And it's, let me see, I'll pick between the 2 of you this way. Okay. And then it
I hope you're
attacks.
killed by a wyvern. I was killed by a fucking unicorn.
Yeah, we're running across really rare and wonderful creatures.
It snaps at High Prince Fffilbrth.
I'm dead.
I'm sorry.
Thank God. I like that.
It snaps at Gregathy.
Oh no!
It snaps at Gregathy. It snaps at Gregathy. It rolls a 10, which is enough for it to hit a -1.
Oh god damn it!
And so it does its damage with its snapping jaws. And then let's see, it's got sting. Wow. Okay.
Oh
Jesus
no!
Christ.
Oh,
But I
God.
said it used its bite. I said it used its bite, so that's what it's going to use. I didn't say it used its tail.
I don't think it matters that much.
It rolls 7 damage.
I'm dead.
Okay. It kills Gregathy and
God damn it! THAC0 Tuesdays. I liked Gregathy.
because it's just a creature of the woods. It's like a wild wyvern and not controlled by some wizard or something. It just starts to kind of like chomp and tear at Gregathy's flesh and rip at him. His cool special stuff is still on his body. Do you want to mess with this wyvern? It is your turn.
No, I run. As fast as my little legs will carry me.
You run, and you finally arrive back at the fort on the far seas, and you're pounding on the outer door, and the guards tell you, "We told you we closed the door at night."
I will shake my heavy gold sack and say, certainly a mug of something warm for the man on watch. I could bring something back to you if you let me in.
That's a pretty good ploy. Roll under your charisma on a D20.
I rolled a 5 on 15.
They crack open a side door, and they're like, "What do you have?"
I will step inside and say, "Fuck you!" And I'll run to the.
Seriously? They chase you. They're in their blue livery. Stop that thief! And they're chasing after you with their spears and their crossbows. There are 2 of them, and they're chasing you through the streets of the fort on the far seas. Where are you going? Wait.
I run to the keep, to the Castellan.
To the Castellan.
Castellan, yeah.
Okay, so you run to a.
I'm from Spain.
You run to the big wall that is the other part of the fort that you don't have access to, and there are 2 guards standing there. And they hear, "Stop, thief! Stop him!" And then they take up their spears, and now there are 4 guys on you.
Now I will stop and I will say, "I demand to speak to the king of the castle." I've seen terrible and wondrous things in the nearby forest that he needs to know about. They're
gonna roll a reaction roll with you. You get +1 on your reaction rolls.
Clint's hoping that the adventure is going to end before they can kill him.
Okay, they are.
I'm running out the clock.
They are indifferent.
For a blackout.
They are indifferent and uninterested, and so they merely arrest you, and they don't try to murder you.
I get killed by a unicorn. Brian gets killed by a wyvern, and
so
he just gets arrested. By the guards. You're like, no, it's fine.
Unless you want to fight him, they're going to fight them. They're going to throw you in a cell.
I'm not going to fight 4 guards. Absolutely not.
So we will end tonight's THAC0 Tuesdays with Boople, Borplesby, thrown Von Borplesby thrown unceremoniously into a cell. His magical daggers are taken from him, and all of his weapons and his wealth. And they're like, yes, the marshal will deal with you. And then perhaps next time the marshal will deal with him, or perhaps Clint will just roll up a new character. Who knows?
You're gonna let me die in prison?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. I zoned out for a second, as all D&D players do after our characters die. Why did they think that you were a thief?
Well, because he was like, "I have some good grog for you," and then they were like, "Oh, that sounds good." And when he came in, he was like, "Fuck you," and he ran.
Oh, okay. So all our
He didn't
guests
pay
are
them their bride at
self-inflicted
the
today.
door. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness they didn't just poison you with a poison bite. What a crazy fucking session that was.
Bananas.
Truly bananas.
The fact that everything happens via dice rolling creates such good. Jerry, this is teaching me something about classic D&D because it's modern D&D. We're training things all about the storytelling, etc. But it's all so much put on the DM to come up with this like whole story. But this is all the inputs are random, which means you have to create a really interesting story out of it. Like it's magnetic poetry story generation. It's
very much,
which is
a lot of RNG,
more interesting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Plus, you have 4 hit points, so you're gonna die.
I love it. I truly love it. All of you guys need to come back. We need to keep going. We need to keep going.
I'm too mad.
That now you're really playing like a 13-year-old. I'm too mad. Fuck this place. You fucking suck, Jared. Fuck you. And then you just run upstairs.
Fuck this. I'm gonna go play Nintendo.
All right. Well, fuck this. Let's all go play Nintendo. Adam took his DM guide anyway, so we can't play anymore. It belonged to him.
I love Horse Kicked Prince because it's like the Half-Blood Prince.
Horse Kicked Prince. The Horse Kicked Prince.
Death by a unicorn. Now, do you guys think it was an objectively bad idea to kill the guy? Because I was like, combat's about to start. We don't want an extra adversary here. And he's too annoying, and we should just kill him at this point. And I maybe that's defensible, but also I was immediately karmically punished for it. And you generally don't kill the defenseless things. So do you guys think I fucked up?
I think the appropriate thing happened. I think the only appropriate thing to happen after that, what happened was that our friendly unicorn to come and kick you in the head to death.
I just want to tell you, I really normally hate to do this, but I just want to tell you one decision I made that was behind the veil.
Please.
When I rolled the unicorn, I was like, I'm gonna kind of not tell them what it is until I see what they do, and then I'm gonna have it come out and show you the way home and protect you all the way home.
Of course.
And instead, fucking High Prince slits a throat, and then it won't even hang with your pals. It's like, I'm out of here. Wow. And then, as you saw, Gregathy got slain by a wyvern.
No, it's a lawful. It's the incarnation of the lawful alignment, and I killed a bound prisoner in front of it. Of course, it would murder me.
Yeah. Well, that was amazing. I'm going to say thanks again. Thanks again to Adam Conover, Clint Trucks, and Brian Baldinger. Clint, hang out. Let's tell everybody about what's coming up this week.
Sounds good.
The other two, bye-bye. Guys, if you have more comments.
Guys.
Best thing ever happened to me in a game.
if you Adam really embraces the dying, which you must if you're going to enjoy a THAC0 Tuesday. Let's talk about what's coming up this week.
Sure. Well, Thursdays, as we always do, we are doing our little RPG chat show on the Stereo app. It is called Campaign Promises. We talk about all things role-playing games. We take live comments and questions, not live, recorded comments and questions, but answered moments after they are offered from the listeners. We say eat booty a bunch, and then you and I play a game where each of us brings a role-playing game we've always wanted to play, a type of game, and then the other one picks the best system or way to build that campaign for the other.
Right. So do you have yours yet?
No, I have a list that I always have in front of me when we play, and I'm sort of snatching one out in the last minute.
I should do that. I kind of like make mine up the day before. I'm like, oh yeah, like based on a movie I watch or something.
I made the list the first time we did it, and I've never added anything to it. I'm just slowly working my way through it.
Very good. Yeah. So we say, hey, can you make a boxing drama for me? And then Clint figures out what system would be best to do that with. And I do the same, vice versa for Clint.
That was one of my favorites, by the way. I want to play that boxing game. I think that would be incredible.
I kind of do too. You know what we should do? Okay, I'm gonna keep making promises so that we have to do them. A campaign promises cool thing to do would be is if we get so many followers on stereo, we will play one of those games. Let's figure that out.
Sure. I'm into it.
Okay. I want to tell everybody that Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, we've handed so that's 3 hours later after our campaign promises show, we've handed the reins of our Gaslamp Call of Cthulhu series, the Neptune Society, to guest keeper Andrew Orvidal. And you won't want to miss the stomach churning resolution to his adventure, The Harvest. They're in rural France. People are transforming in pods. It's looking very dire for everyone.
It's been super gross and super great, and Will Pottorf just outdid himself with some disgusting artwork.
Yeah, some incredible Will Pottorf artwork. We're going to show it all.
Then Stream of Blood is a podcast. Guys, on your podcatcher of choice, check out Stream of Blood. Currently, we are working our way through our Vampires of Pittsburgh chronicle, which I highly recommend you get caught up on because, whoo boy, is it going great. You want to be watching this thing week to week because every week it's the best thing I watch on television or movies or anything else. It's fantastic.
Wow, that's really nice.
I mean it.
Well, you write it, which is a hilarious thing to say about something you've written, Clint. You and I read it together. Actually, can I tip the hat about what we're thinking of doing for a subscriber benefit? Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this at the top. If you want to support our channel, the best way is to subscribe here on Twitch. We don't currently have a Patreon. The only way that we make any kind of money to support the things we do here, and by the way, we add art production. We have a lot of cast members come in, and we pay people to help us produce some of this content.
Yeah.
The only
Will Pottorf has 6 kids.
Sure.
Needs
listen, if you want to support us, get a subscription on Twitch, and we are giving special benefits. And can I tip what we're thinking about doing for a vampire subscription benefit for subscribers?
It is too good an idea not to.
Okay, so Vampires of Pittsburgh, we have found out in the storyline that one of the drug dealers that Curtis Krieger wants to destroy, that's feeding drugs into Pittsburgh, is in Philadelphia, a member of the Russian mob in Philadelphia. For our vampire subscriber benefit that I think might have to wait till next month, but maybe we'll get it on the calendar a little early. The subscribers are going to help me create the vampire setting of Philadelphia. You guys are going to decide what kind of Camarilla presence is there, what kind of Anarch presence, what clans the major NPCs fall into, what other types of supernaturals are there. If you want to know the kind of process we're going to go through, check out my how to create a VTM Chronicle video that we did a while back, although I think we'll get a little bit more detailed for this so that we can get every subscriber gets to add a detail to the Philadelphia setting. And then once we have created that setting, we're sending Curtis Krieger on a mission to go and interact with all those characters, NPCs, locations that we brainstormed together. So that is what we will do. Yes.
Quick pitch for the title.
Yeah.
It's Never Sunny in Philadelphia.
I can't. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, just trips off the tongue.
We're so good at this. Guys, THAC0 Tuesdays uses the old school essentials rule set from the fine folks at Necrotic Gnome Games. That's Necrotic Gnome, GNOME.com. Original artwork for THAC0 Tuesdays is by Will Pottorf. Please see more at willpottorf.com. Pottorff is how you spell his name. Please check us out on Instagram, Twitter, on Reddit, and on our Discord, the Server of Blood. If you are going to subscribe, you have to come out to the Discord. That's where we talk about these subscriber benefits and kind of set them up for everybody. So come out there and we can all kind of plan to build Philadelphia together. If you're a vampire fan, I also have other ideas. I have ideas for THAC0 Tuesdays. I haven't talked them through with my friends yet, so I'm not going to tip any of those. We're also on Facebook. Be sure to get in touch with us there. Although on Facebook, a lot of our posts have to deal with how great Russians are. I want to thank specifically my good friends and partners, Brian Baldinger and Clint Trucks, for being here tonight and for being great producers and partners. I want to thank social media manager Megan Arch. I want to thank the very talented YouTube content producer Matt Moynihan. We posted another new GM Toolbox today, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. We're going to keep giving you those and improving those. Our Stream of Blood logo was created by it's all the way over there. It's created by Garrett Ross, and the opening animations by Andrew Orvidal. Happy gaming, you sons of bitches. Bye-bye.
Goodbye forever. Jared, because I was on screen, I didn't have it ready to. Oh, all right. Wave now. We're going to do it.
Bye.